नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू bizbotany। आज हम पढ़ेंगे गैमेट ट्रांसफर के बारे में। गैमेट ट्रांसफर ड्यूरिंग द सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन। सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन से पहले क्या होगा, यहाँ पर मेल एंड फीमेल गैमेट्स फॉर्मेशन होंगे। मेल एंड फीमेल गैमेट्स फॉर्मेशन होंगे। ये जो गैमेट्स, इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू कम क्लोज विथ ईच अदर फॉर द फर्टिलाइजेशन प्रोसेस। फर्टिलाइजेशन होना बोले तो ये मेल एंड फीमेल गैमेट्स दोनों एक जगह आना बहुत जरूरी है। इन सम केसेस यू कैन सी द मेल गैमेट इज मोटाइल एंड एक्टिव। मेल गैमेट इज मोटाइल and active, and female gamete is somewhat large and inactive. Female gamete is inactive. Male gamete कैसा रहेगा, छोटा रहता and active रहेगा, which contains flagella sometimes, but female gamete is somewhat large and it is inactive. Only male gamete move from that male sex organs to the female sex organs in some cases, but in the lower organisms like fungi and algae, you can see the both gametes are similar. Both are motile and active. This type of structure you can see in algae. These both male and female gametes are active. Okay, they both are active, but during the gamete transfer process, lots of the male gametes will loss. Okay, they fail to reach the female gametes. That's why in nature thousands number of times of more male gametes are producing as compared to female. If female gamete is producing, a single female gamete is producing, means thousands of male gametes will be produced. In the thousands of male gametes, only one reaches to the female gametes for the fertilization. All the other gametes will fail to reach the female gametes. But in case of higher plants like seed bearing plants, in seed bearing plants what happens? Pollination process will be occurs. Pollination means what? Transfer of male gametes, pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the female plants. Consider this one is a stigma, style or female reproductive part of the flower, and this one is a male reproductive part of the flower. This one is a male part of the flower and this one is a female part of the flower. In a seed bearing plants, what happen? The pollen grains which are present on the anther, they reach to the stigma. This part we are calling it as a stigma. This one is a style and this one is a ovary. Ovary consists of a egg. Inside this ovary we have a egg. These pollen grains, they reach to the stigma. When they reach to the stigma, they undergo germination. And forms a germ tube. Okay, pollen tube will be formed. Okay, this process, the transferring of pollen grains from anther to the stigma, we call this process as a pollination. In some cases, for the transferring of male gametes from male sex organ to the female sex organs, they need a medium. Like in this case, in a seed bearing plants or flower bearing plants, wind acts as a medium for the transferring gametes, but in lower organisms like bryophytes, pteridophytes and gymnosperms. You can see water act as a medium for the transferring of gametes. Water acting as a medium for the transferring of gametes to reach the female sex organs. The pollination process is quite easy in a self-pollinated plants. Like in a peas, you can see both male and female reproductive structure are present on the same flowers. In a self-pollinated plants, you can see the male and female reproductive parts are present on a single flower. Okay, this one is a female part of the plant. This one is a male part of the flower. Male part of flower. This part we call it as a female part of the flower, which contains stigma, style and ovary. Here we have a female gamete or egg, and here we have a anthers, and hence on the anther we have a pollen grains. They are the male gametes. Okay, in the self-pollinated plants, only when these pollen grains or male gametes shed, they easily reach to the female part of the plants. Okay, they easily reach to the stigma of the same flowers. In this case, it is quite easy to reach the female reproductive part of the flower. But in the dioecious plants, in a dioecious plant means if the male and female gametes are producing on a different plants or different flowers, male and female sex organs present on different flower, of different plant. Such plants are known as dioecious plants. In the dioecious case, what happening? Male and female sex organs are forming on a different flowers of a different plants. Consider we have two plants. One plant is, we are calling it as a male plant, which producing a male sex organs and a male gametes. Another one we have a female plants which producing a female sex organs and a female gametes. To reach these male gametes to the female gametes, okay, from male flower to the female flower, we need to reach the pollen grains now. That need some mediums like a wind helping for the transferring of gametes from anther to the stigma. This is somewhat a difficult process as compared to the self-pollinated plants. In case of a dioecious animals, anyhow, the male gametes needs to reach the female sex organs for the fertilization process. Male gametes needs to reach female reproductive structures for a fertilization process. Reproductive structures for fertilization. These are the methods which are involving for the gamete transfer. Thank you.